Please watch the video in high quality. In this video, we will learn how to load OBJ model at runtime in Unity, like so. Before we start setting things to load model, we need to learn how to open and save files using the native standalone file browsers at runtime in Unity. I've made a video earlier and I put the link in the description on how to do that. So please go and follow the steps in that video. And once you're done, you will wind up with a Unity project that's look like that with two scripts, OpenFile and SaveFiles, and the settings here. And the video in the description will also show you how to download and set the Unity standalone file browsers, which is a free package that could be downloaded from GitHub. In this tutorial, we need to download and set a free Runtime OBJ Importer package from the Unity Asset Store. It's by Dummiesman, and I put the link in the description. So this asset is free. What you need is to log in or sign in from here. And once you sign in, you could click Add to My Assets. Then in your Unity editor, go to Window, Package Manager, and then select My Assets and locate the OBJ importer, Runtime OBJ Importer. And if there is an option, click Download. And once the download is finished, click Import and wait for the import to happen. And then click Import again for everything selected. And once that is done, you could see there is OBJ import folder new been added, and you will have some scripts and samples and so on. And the README file in this OBJ import, it's saying that we need to go to the setting in the graph and add the standard specular setup. So to do that, you could go to Edit and then Project Settings and select Graphics and go all the way to here, always include shaders. And so we need to add one. So it's 6 currently. I will add the number 7 and press enter, and you will see another duplicate has been added. So I'll just need to change that to be you could just start typing, and I think suggestion will show. So I'll type standard and sorry, that's the one, specular setup. So I'll select it and then we have it here. So that is done. And now select the main camera object, make sure the position is all 0 for X, Y, and Z. And for the types of models I'm using for testing, it works better for me to start seeing the model when it's imported at top view, for the rotation to be on the X 180 and on the Z 180 as well, and Y is 0, but it may differ so if for your situation, so feel free to play with the angles till you see it, till you find something more convenient. And so that's for the rotation. The projection, I'm having it as orthographic, and I will also change the clear flags from skybox. I'll select solid color, and I will just select a white color for the background. And last thing for the camera setting, just the clipping plane, the near one, whereas it is here, I'll change that to -1000 just to give it a bit of space. And now we could open the script from the previous tutorial that's in the description, and we will be working with OpenFile, so which is linked into this game object that's all mentioned in the previous tutorial. So I'll just double click it to open it. So if you followed the tutorial in the description, the result code in this file will be like this. This is the code from that tutorial. And now we will modify a little bit and add portions of code to make it work for opening or loading OBJ models. So first we need here to start using a new namespace, which is Dummiesman, which is the package we just install from Unity asset. So I'll do using Dummiesman. Sorry, and that's done. The next step in the public, we will be defining a new public variable, sorry, a game object, and we'll call it model. So public game object, and we'll name it model. And towards the end, so else we not gonna load the data into a text. We will gonna load it into a model. So we could comment this out, and we will add the following code. So the first line would be defining a variable of type memory stream, which gets the stream from the text we had loaded from the previous tutorial. And then we'll check if there is already a model been there. So for example, if you double upload a model, so you have to destroy the previous model. So it just, if it's there, if it's not null, we destroy it first, and then we create a new so we assign a new obj loader, which is a method offered by the package we downloaded from the Unity assets, which we are using from the Dummiesman namespace. And then we call the load, which is we pass the text stream we had here, the memory stream. And then this is, maybe you may not need to do that, but for my case, when I upload the model, they come a bit flipped on the on one of the axes. So to fix that, I just need to have the local scale as -1 on the x, and that's fixed my issue. So try this line to see if the model is what you want. If not, just comment it out. And then we'll be calling two methods. One is fit on screen and one duplicate faces, which we gonna add soon. So next I will add or paste the code for the fit on screen and duplicate faces. And we previously, I will put the links to the description in the description. I made two tutorials, one on how to zoom fit all camera in Unity script, and it's basically describe in details the code here. And the other one is how to fix invisible faces in Unity, and it goes into details on describing the method here. and I put the link in the description to both of these videos. So basically, for the fit on screen method, it gets the bounds of the game object calculated and then try to fit the game object within the screen. And the duplicate face is just in case there are some faces missing in the model or OBJ model you're importing. This method will make sure it's duplicating the faces, so you won't have issues with some missing faces due the inverse normals. Matter of fact, if I just comment this out just to see what's the difference would be, so I'll just comment it out for now, and we'll go and test. So I need to comment this as well. So I'll just save, and we'll go to the Unity editor. And if I click play, and select OpenFile, and then I have on my desktop a folder called model, and inside that there's demo model obj file. I'll just select it, and we should see the results here. And if I just select the main camera and start playing with the rotation to just have a better idea of what's going on here. Yeah. So you may notice there are missing faces all over here, right? And that duplicate faces code would help us fix that issue. So let's say, okay, so I'll just change the rotation on X to 245 and on the Y to maybe -40, and then the Z to 220. And yeah, we will notice that there are missing faces all over here. Yeah, so now if I go back to the code and um, uncomment this line and the code for duplicating the faces, and I will save the file. And I could just also, if I open a Unity editor and select the main camera, I'll just change its rotation to something so we could see in ISO view. So I'll just change that to 245 and the Y to -40 and the Z to 220. And if we click play, and then open file, select the model, and you can see that you could see all the faces of the model, which is a big model, and they are all visible. And the good thing is also the loading time is also decent. So yeah, this is how you could load an OBJ model at runtime in Unity. Thank you. Please like, subscribe, and click the notifications button to help me make more videos like this.